Welcome back, my friends, to our match reaction after your Liverpool have beaten Brighton by 2 goals to result. 2 goals to result? Let's try that one again. 2 goals to 1. The result means that Manchester City's lost to Bournemouth and Arsenal's lost to Newcastle. Well, that leaves your Liverpool top of the Premier League. Not bad for a team that aren't title challengers, what? Top of the Premier League. We've turned around yet again. What a day. What a result. What a group of boys. Arne Slot, take a bow. Mohamed Salah, take a bow. All of you boys, take a bow. We've done it. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't vintage. But they dug in. They showed their balls. They showed their bottle. And we got the job done. Proud to say we have been brought to you today with thanks to our incredible sponsors, Manscaped. And I'll speak more about them in a moment. But, ladies and gentlemen, how are you feeling right now? What a weekend. What a weekend. Now, the man of the match vote is live at the top of the chat right now. So if you'd like to vote on that, please do. Also, our player ratings. If you'd like to contribute to our player ratings video, you know what to do. Submit your ratings with the form, also pinned to the top of the chat. I'm going to go through and take you through my thoughts on the game, some of the statistics and numbers around it, and of course, ask you guys how you're feeling. Before I do that, I do have to give a word to our sponsors. You can get yourself 20% off and free shipping store-wide at manscaped.com, whether it's the Performance Package 5.0 Ultra, the Beard Hedger Pro Kit, or if you want to treat yourself to the Chairman Pro Package, 20% off and free shipping store-wide with the code Anfield20. Right, where to start? I mean, what a turnaround. I said it, if we get a goal before 70, go back and watch, I think we go to win it. And well done to everybody in the chat who stayed positive as well. Yes, there's always going to be some frustration, there's always going to be some palpitations, there's always going to be some worry. But we all stuck at it today, we stuck in it together, the boys stuck in, Anfield played its part, and they showed their mettle, they showed their bottle. And they showed why everybody is wrong. To write us off, to undermine us and to doubt us. Doubt us now, Neville. Doubt us now, Sky. Doubt us now, Arsenal fans. Doubt us now, motherfuckers. Come on! Now, back to reality. Let's have a look at some of the underlying numbers from the game and show why we managed to get the victory. So, 48% possession to Liverpool, 52% to Brighton. It's not often you're going to see a team come to Anfield and win the possession battle. Total shots in the game, 16 to Liverpool, 8 on target, 13 to Brighton, 5 on target. Corners in the game, 16 in total, 9 to Liverpool, 7 to Brighton. Total passes, Liverpool 441, Brighton 466. Passing accuracy, Brighton with a very respectable 86, Liverpool with 83. Tackles 26 to Liverpool, 20 to Brighton, and XG 1.59 to Liverpool and 1 to Brighton. Look, I want to give Brighton credit as well. They're a very good team that play football the right way, and they will have a good season. I've no doubt about that. They are a good side. They really did test us today, and they deserve their lead at half time. But today is about us. Today is about looking ahead and dreaming. Because you should dream now. I'm not telling you the league's wrapped up. Far from it. A long way to go. But what a position to be in. Today we capitalised on the mistakes from our opponents. Arsenal slipped up. City slipped up. And we didn't. So well done to us. Now, they said we haven't played anybody. City just got beaten by Bournemouth. Respect the Premier League. Right. Charlie said, I expect Gary will say we're not good and Arsenal and City are the only two in the title race, but love the win, Nunes and his work rate. On top of that, TOTT2KZ1 said everybody all aboard the HMS pissed the league. You know, mate, I'm on board there. I'm the Captain Birdseye of that vessel. Benjamin, I missed your super chat at the end, mate, so I'm going to bring it up again. Said Slot gave Endo a big hug and a medal. He bossed that midfield in the last 10 minutes. Absolutely top notch. Another super chat to go through. I want to just get these up so I don't forget. And no Costas in the poll. I thought he was insane. So I didn't pick the match, man of the match candidates. But look, there was a lot of good second half performances. And I agree. That left back spot right now is Costas. Daniel said, I had doubts in some players, but I'll keep my mouth shut now. Every single one of them proved their worth. Cody Griffiths said, hey Craig, what a win. The subs were so important. I'm glad you brought that up because we wanted Arnott to make changes. He did, and they had the desired effect. Crazy Horse said, it may come down to who can break away. And look, it feels like somebody has the potential to grab this league title race by the scruff of the neck. And obviously we want it to be us. Stevie Boy, thank you, mate, as well for your super chat. Stevie Boy said, top of the league, but the Ibu injury is worrying. Do you know what? It is, of course, worrying. But can we give Joe Gomez his flowers as well? Because I thought Joe was impeccable when he came on. Defensively and in attack. I thought he was brilliant. Luke Thomas, how are you, mate? Said, good ref today. Amazing performance from Gomez too. Yeah, look, there's no denying losing Canade will be a knock. But chance for Joe now to once again show his worth. And I'm backing him to do it. Let's check in on the man of the match poll so far. Mohamed Salah is ahead at the moment with 39%. And what an incredible goal it was from Mo. There were times where I feel like he wasn't getting the better of his full back. But on this occasion, there was no stopping him. And he's underlined once again why he is an icon at our football club. Why he is a superstar. And why he's one of the best players in the world. Ethan, how are you feeling, sir? Said, massive thank you to you, Craig. Love the energy in the chat. And what an important win. Let's keep it going. Yes. And I hope that this inspires more of our fan base to continue to dream. And continue. Look. Don't be ashamed of being confident in your team. Don't be ashamed of believing. And don't listen to the naysayers, the bullshit artists, the spoofers and the wafflers who so much want us to fail. Look at what we're seeing. Look at what the manager has done. This was supposed to be the tricky run. And so far, it's just been one tick after another. Well done, Arne Slot. Well done, the boys. Well done, Virgil. Well done. Here's a good question from Didinho. Said, is Costas now better than Robbo? Should he start? I think Costas has done himself no harm, mate, this season now. None. That performance on top of the performances he's had this season, you know, he probably is the starter at this moment in time. And fair play to the kid. What a fight back. Need a lie down now, said Carl Morgan. And finally, Carl as well. Said, when scoring the player ratings, have you considered going up in half points so your score could match closer to ours? Yeah, we can absolutely do that. And it's something I'll look at with Connor after the international break, mate. It's no problem. It's just a matter of just changing the graphic a little bit. So, I cried a lot today. Love Liverpool. Said, I don't know. Alex Macklin, what a wonderful game. Costas looks hungry when he's playing. Give Salah that new deal, said AP. Does help. Arsenal and City are faltering, but Liverpool's investment in attack is helping a lot. Look, as we always say, we can only take care of our own business. And we knew today before kickoff that there was a chance to extend that gap on Arsenal. We didn't expect Manchester City to go and get beaten at the Vitality. So fair play to Bournemouth on that one. Nick said Costas isn't in the player rating document, Connor. I don't know if you can look into that one or fix it. And thank you, Nick, on that. We will adhere to get that one sorted out, mate. Steve Kirkman said, just remember that Neville said Slot was our third choice when appointing him. Love Slot makes the right calls at the right time. Look, Gary Neville has talked absolute shite about Liverpool since the summer. And Arne Slot was not our third choice. He was our first choice. Let's be real about this. Did we look at Amorim? Absolutely. But he was never offered the job because he was never a good stylistic fit. Alonso was the outlier. If Xabi Alonso was available and wanted to come to Liverpool, the club probably would have tried to make it happen. But Arne Slot's name, as confirmed by Paul Joyce, David Lynch, James Pearce and many other journalists, was top and the only one offered the Liverpool job. It's about time now that Neville and the rest of those clowns start giving him the respect that he's earned already. They all wanted us to fall off. They all wanted us to go backwards. Not happening because of the great recruitment. So well done to our owners, and I'm not afraid to give them credit when they deserve it. Well done to Edwards and Hughes, but most importantly, well done to Arne Slot and those players. What have we got? Mr. Tosher said, Craig, being the base of such a wholesome community, love your work. We'll never walk alone as long as you keep going. Thank you. You've got me till May. King Darwizi said, thought Coutinho was amazing today against Gross. Huh? I don't know where to go with that, mate. I thought I had a flashback there for a while. Right, I'm going to concentrate on your comments now, folks. Even my hometown Nottingham Forest are above Arsenal in the league. That is nuts. Shall we have a look now? The league table is underneath me, as you can see there. Liverpool top of it, Man City second. Nottingham Forest, the only team to beat us this season. Nottingham Forest are into the Champions League places at the minute. Wow. Wow. Fair play to Forest. But look, 7 points now over Arsenal. 7 massive points, and we've been to the Emirates. Ethan said, sorry if you've already answered, but Canada update. Also, Neville is awful. Just prove him wrong as much as we can. Go on, Craig. So, we don't know a definitive on Ibu yet. It didn't look great. You know, he went off and he kind of put his shirt into his sling. I think Virgil landed on him. So, unfortunately for us, it looks like another impact injury. I'm sure we'll get an update in the next day or two once he's been scanned and the bruise and swelling goes down. Casper said, you're quitting him, mate. Please don't, dude. We've been through a lot of it, mate, over the last 24 hours. And I'd rather just talk about the Reds today and enjoy myself today. And enjoy being with you guys today. So we'll talk about that in the future. I described it yesterday, mate. I'm not being the victim of that type of hatred. Do you think if we continue this string of results, FSG will spend in January? Well, I hope that they look at the situation as well as Hughes and Edwards and think we've a chance to kick on here. Because City will get players back from injury. De Bruyne will come back and they'll figure some stuff out. So they're having a wobble. Arsenal, look, I don't know. It's not up to me to decide when Arsenal are out of a title race, but they're certainly not showing themselves to be bona fide title contenders at the moment. And all we can do is keep taking care of our own results and seeing where we end up. I thought Joe was going to get that goal today as well, folks. I really did. 2 headers, 2 good opportunities, and 2 good bits of play. Adam, how are you, mate? Said, flashback of 1920 Gomez, the resurgence. David, did I miss your super chat, mate? 1 second. Let me scroll back up. Don't see a super chat, David. Don't see one, mate, that I've missed. Apologies, but I just don't see it. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Apologies. Said, glad for Joe. Gives us great service. He does. And he came on today and played phenomenally well, David. He really did. Cool man named Lucas. Much love, my friend. Thank you. So, checking in on the man of the match poll as well, by the way. Salah out on the lead with 40% at the minute. We've had 3,500 votes. So, time to have your say. Oh, lads, wow. I'm just incredibly happy at the minute with that result. To turn, like, it was perfect today, wasn't it? We went behind. Then the news came through, City were losing. We knew Arsenal had lost. And we just knew if we could get that win, if we could turn it around somehow and find a way, the weekend's looking pretty damn good right now. I'm almost certain I'll be back tonight at 8:45 as well, by the way. I'm not going anywhere yet, but I think we need to celebrate this moment. Maldeni said, this is our season, Craig. Mate, we've as good a shout as anyone. That's what I'll say. If Arsenal are still being spoken about as title contenders, then look, let me put it to you another way. If the pundits and the media and opposition fans and anybody else doesn't give us our flowers and doesn't include us as genuine title contenders, I think we know that it's out of hatred and delusion, because there's no way you can ignore what these lads have done so far this season. We're top of the league and deservedly so. Aaron said, when you walk through a storm, it's Anfield Agenda time. Thank you, mate. I love that song, by the way, as well. So thank you to Connor, who'd sent that on to us. What is my thoughts on Slot so far? Impressed. We could do with starting games a bit quicker. I think we're all in agreement on that one. But winning when you go a goal down, it just hits different. And today, there have been days in the past where that game would have ended up a draw, or we wouldn't have got the win, and we'd have been talking here about a missed opportunity and a missed chance to move to the top of the league again. We didn't miss that chance today. We capitalised on the mistakes from City and Arsenal. We did our job, and for that we should be incredibly proud of them. Kirk Wilson said, Craig, I thought you said start of the season this side was weaker than last season and they wouldn't compete. I guess you were wrong. I think you're talking at your fucking arse, to be honest with you, Kirk. Because I don't remember those words coming out of my mouth. But if in this moment, as a Liverpool fan, with us going top of the league, that's what you spend your money on, you're a fucking twat. Don't know what else to say, mate, but you're a fucking idiot. But it's your money, and cheers for it. What happened to the 2-horse race, said David. Jack Ball Johnson, thank you, bro, for gifting 20 Anfield Agenda memberships. Really, really kind of you. Can you just send me a link to where I said that? Because I don't remember saying it. Nor do I remember saying anything to the opposite effect. I said, we've a new manager, let's get behind him. And we may not be in the title race. We may not win the league. What I actually said was, I want Arne Slot to beat the points tally from last season. The goal he set himself. And that's what I want him to do. So, Kirk, go back to the box room, mate. Go back into your covers and go back to that land of misery that you clearly live in. The rest of us are celebrating. Don't rain on the parade, mate. You're not pissing on the cornflakes today. It's too good of a day. Kaz, LFC, said, perfect night. Can sleep well now. It's 3:40 a.m. in Adelaide, Australia. Have work at 7. Enjoy it. I mean, fair play. See, that right there is why I love our community. Up for work in a few hours, still up watching the Reds. You won't be able to get to sleep now anyway, mate. There's no point in even trying. You're going to be too full of adrenaline. Nessie, and they said we haven't played any big teams yet. Yep. Last night, I said this to you guys earlier, I was watching Sky Back Pages and Ian Ladyman was on there from, I think he's from the Mail. I think it's the Mail. And he said he still has Arsenal as favourites. Well, how about now? After they've lost another game and we are 7 points clear of them. If this was United doing what Liverpool are doing, Neville would be giving Carragher facials every weekend. He just hates Liverpool. Yeah, exactly. If this was any other team, the media would be fawning on them. But it's alright. I'm here to do that fawning for us. Get in there, Craig. You'll never walk alone. Top of the league, said Lex Coy. Oh, where's that one gone? Oh, my chat shit the bed. And YouTube is shit the bed. Yeah, sorry, we're back. Don't know what happened with the connection there. But everything just went for me for a second. Sorry. We're back, though. We're back. Don't know what happened. I just got that all snap message. And it went. But we're back. Michael Burns said, Pep looks like he doesn't really care. Players too. Good. I hope they don't care. I hope that they've had their best moments. Because I feel like something special is a brewing this season. And let's keep just picking up 3 points after 3 points. 2 massive games still left this week coming up. We've got Tuesday against Bayer Leverkusen and then a massive game next Saturday against Aston Villa before the international break. Those subs changed the game, said Zevon. Yes, give Arne his credit on the substitutions, mate. It was a big moment. And the changes, we often talk about them not making an impact, but today they absolutely did make an impact. Aaron, it's a fair point, and I don't think I have mentioned it yet, sir. Aaron said, Craig, I'm not sure if you've mentioned it yet, but we're top of the league. Are we? Do you know what? I might have to look that one up, Aaron, just to confirm. Hang on. Indeed, you're right, Aaron. We are top of the league. So, I want to ask you guys a question. You've asked me loads of times what I think about Arsenal. Do you think that Arsenal are going to be in a title race now? I'm not writing them off just yet, but I think they have a long way to go. And I don't think they can afford to drop many more points, if any, this side of Christmas. But what do you guys think? Is this now a two-team title race, or are Arsenal still in the mix? You know, Forest are ahead of them at the moment, so we need to give Forest their credit. Slot needs to sit down with Trent and have a talk, said Nessie. Arsenal flop, said Cameron. Dave said nope, no, just us in City, said Hassan. Langer said Gonski. Mohammed said no, Arsenal drink from this bottle, said Tanya. I love that, Tanya. I'm not writing them off, said Nathan. No chance for Arsenal yet. Honestly, Forest are looking better, said Malik. Craig, I love the understated way you celebrate. I'm a class act. I don't think City or Arsenal are in the race currently, said Roll Jeremy. Can't rule anybody out of the race. Yeah, look, I'm not ruling them out. But I tell you what. Let me just ask the question another way. If we were 7 points behind Arsenal and Man City, do you think we'd be still talked about as being in a title race? Genuinely. I don't. I think they would be diving in on Arne Slot now. I think Neville and his ilk would already be trying to get the pressure building on Arne Slot if we were in that position. So I wonder at what point Lego Man is going to come under a bit of pressure. Oraplang said, am I the only Liverpool fan waiting for a Joe Gomez goal? Oh, no, mate, you're not. I thought today might have been that day. He got into two very good positions from set pieces and got two headers on target, but unfortunately both were a little bit further away from the keeper. Sad that nobody gives us the credit we deserve, said Mohammed. Well, they can't keep ignoring us, Mohammed. We're on the march, bro. We are on the march, and you know, it used to be we played no one. Then we beat United away. That still was nobody. Then we beat Chelsea at home. Then the big test was going to be at the Emirates. We went there, got a draw. Then we had more difficult games. We've beaten Brighton twice. One in the cup, one in the league. You know, I'm buzzing. As a Liverpool fan right now, I'm absolutely buzzing. Salah's been so crucial for us, even though we didn't play amazingly well today. He scored a worldie. Yep. And how many times have we had that conversation, by the way, where we've spoken about Mo maybe not being as impactful as he'd want to be, and then there's the moment. Picks up the ball, drives at the defence, curls it into the far corner. Job's a good one. We're celebrating. Anfield erupts, and we remember exactly why he is the superstar that he is. Tito, thank you, bro, for your super chat. You didn't put in a comment, mate, but appreciate you. Look, we got to get to 1,000 likes on the match reaction, so do hit that like button. And again, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so. Sufyan Khan, again, thank you. You didn't put a comment in, but thank you for your super chat. Bournemouth is so good. How did we even beat them? LFC Malta in the house. How are we? Said, get in. Do you know what? My psychologist actually was just back from Malta. His daughter's in college over there, and he absolutely loved his visit. Said, get in, super win onwards and upwards. Thanks for all your work, matey. Mate, it is an absolute pleasure. Thank you for your support, and lots of love to our friends over there in Malta as well. Yeah, I mean, what a weekend. What a weekend. And the good news for me is I get to put my feet up tomorrow and watch the rest of the weekend unfold, knowing that we have a couple of points in the back pocket and ready to go. Woo! Tito said, Craig, I have a bit of bad luck. The whole season, every time Liverpool played and I watched the game, we go down. When I turn it off, we make a comeback. I'm not going to tell you what to do, Tito. But you know, bro. You know what you got to do. You know, just come on here on the watch along with us, bro. And I'll keep you up to date. And that way you won't feel like a jinx. Wow, I'm getting messages everywhere, by the way, on my phone. Sorry, that's why I'm replying to a few of them here. The first half was garbage. It wasn't great, Joshua. But you know what? It's a 90-minute game, isn't it? And again, I'm happy to talk through problems after we win. You know, it's a lot easier to look back at these things and figure it out once you've gotten the result. So I'll take the win. Thank you, Kaz, for this stat as well. Really appreciate it. I love when someone sends a super chat and a stat. So it's like a double gift. Thank you, Kaz. Said Salah's goal alone tonight is worth another 2-year extension. Sign the boys up. You were right. I'm wide awake. It'd be impossible, Kaz. I couldn't sleep either. I'd be just going around the house like a lunatic if I was in your position. Craig, you're a Liverpool icon in my opinion. Thank you, Cameron. Look, I really appreciate you guys in the last 24 hours. Thank you so much. But I don't want it to be about me today. I want it to be about the team and you guys and celebrating and having fun. Because these are the days we live for as fans. You know, one of those weekends, and you don't get many of them in a season, where everything falls into place for you. Like, let's be honest, going into this weekend, looking at the fixtures, yeah, you could have looked at the Arsenal game and thought that's a potential banana skin. Never easy to go to St. James's Park. But to look at Bournemouth against Man City, there wasn't many of us that thought that Bournemouth were going to get a win there. And then for us to turn it round as well against a good Brighton team who play good football. I mean, honestly, these are the weekends I live for. I live for these. These are those picture perfect weekends. Logie, thank you for your super chat, my friend. Didn't put a comment in, but I appreciate you. Here's some of the title odds here from James Delaya. Thank you, James. Said Man City 6-4, Liverpool 7-4, Arsenal 10-3. I think they're fair odds, mate. I do. I think they're fair odds. I can understand somebody still having City as favourites. They have won 4 in a row. But it is nice to see the bookies and the money now pushing us ahead of Arsenal in that conversation. I just realised you said my name perfectly. Oh, it's about time I got one right, mate. It's about time I got one right. I usually make a mess of them. Forest beat Palace by 3. Yeah, Forest in third place is crazy. Sorry, yeah. Let's go through the results real quick. So, the results of the 3 p.m. games. Bournemouth 2, Manchester City 1. Ipswich 1, Leicester 1. Liverpool 2, Brighton 1. Nottingham Forest 3, West Ham United 0. Southampton 1, Everton 0. Everton lost. City lost. Arsenal lost. Come on. As a Liverpool fan now, that's a perfect weekend. If United could just lose tomorrow as well, that's perfection. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go record the player ratings. But here's what I hope is a bit of good news. I'll be back at 8:45 and we're going to party and we're going to celebrate. So whatever your plans were, bin them. You're coming in here with us. We're going to celebrate together and we're going to enjoy after we've had time to process, look at the match reaction from the players, look at the post-match interviews, and we'll be back here to celebrate. So I hope to see you all here tonight at 8:45. Do keep an eye out for the player ratings video coming up. You can still submit your ratings, by the way, by clicking on that link at the top of the chat. Thank you once again to our incredible sponsors, Manscaped. You can get yourself 20% off and free shipping on the Chairman Pro package, the Performance Package Ultra, or anything else at manscaped.com with our code Anfield20 at checkout. And the last super chat before we finish up as well from Logie said, F the naysayers, your channel and punditry is the absolute milkers. Cheers from Iceland. What a way to end the stream, mate. Thank you. Beautiful comment from a beautiful person. Thank you. We'll see you for the player ratings and And don't forget to be back here at 8:45 tonight because we feast. Enjoy.